My name is Tiffany Poirier, and I have an exciting lesson on decimals. What is it? Read it. 4. This lesson is called Combining and Representing Decimals. And how many rows did you color, Leo?
3.
Why? The students are combining decimals together using a representation, and they get to play a game also, so they love that. For this game, it's called Fill 2. Say that, Fill 2.
Fill 2.
And what you're going to do is you're going to play a game with these 10 by 10 squares and these little tiny decimal cards. These decimal cards have decimals on them. They have tenths and they have hundredths on them. Our goal is to turn over the decimal cards, color in the decimal we have, and then every time we get a new decimal, we're going to use a new what? A new color. Yes, a new color. Okay? Okay, so she's got 1/10. She's going to color in one row on her chart. And then we can't use that card anymore, so we're going to put it face down back in the pile. And you're going to keep taking turns like that until you've filled up 2 squares. And once they're all filled up and there's nothing more you can do, you're going to add all of the decimals that you have together. And then the winner is the person who gets closest to the number 2. Shirley, that's all you need. So you only need 3 each, okay? Did someone win over there? Or what?
Give him 1 me.
Kevin beat you? To play this game, first I model the game to the students, and then I break them up into partners, and I have them go play. This is different. 5 boxes? 5 rows. Good, yes. And how many is that total?
5.
And while they're playing, I walk around, and I see what they're doing and make sure that they understand the difference between the tenths and the hundredths. Is this 75/100ths?
No.
No, so why don't you get a new paper and why don't you help him to fill it in, okay? And then you guys can play the game.
This ain't the game?
No, that is the game, but he's not really playing correctly, so it's not really fair. The students have a lot of trouble when looking at the difference between the tenths and hundredths. They see 5 tenths as 5 hundredths sometimes, so they get confused very often. So the game kind of helps to reinforce that skill. 15 hundredths? That's 10 though, isn't it? Yeah. So where's your other 5? I think you're missing them. This lesson is a nice fit into our unit in decimals because the students are recognizing the difference between the tenths and hundredths, and then they're combining them together. So they'll be ready when we move on and they can add the decimals together without using the representations. 95 what?
100,000.
No.
100.
100. Good. And you wrote it already? Good. So whose turn is it?
Mine.
The kids love it because it's a game and they get to compete against each other.
Oh, no. 500. I won.
They love to play and see who wins, or if they have a tie, there's a tiebreaker.
But did you win me? No.
You got lucky.
I got lucky. That's skills, brother. That's skills.
Felt like a winner now.
A lot of my students are English language learners, and it's helpful to put them into groups because they can use the math vocabulary while they're conversing with their peers.
Use 2 tenths.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 tenths. You gotta color 2. You know you shouldn't just use 1/10.
1/10.
So how did this work? Can you
I did not see that.
clean up all of your stuff and come down, and I'm going to have a couple groups share how they won. Okay, Alicia, tell us what you had.
2 tenths plus 85 hundredths plus 5,000. No, 5 hundredths plus 3 tenths plus 5 tenths plus 2 tenths equals 2 and 10
I think you would love this lesson on decimals because the students are learning how to add decimals together using a visual, and they're also working with partners and having a lot of fun working in groups and talking with each other.
The look on his face. That was the best part of the game.
The resources I'm giving you are the lesson plan, the directions to play the game, and everything you need to play the game with your students.